Hello everyone out there in the YouTube world, Spartan Warrior 5 again here today, bringing you another Magic the Gathering product unboxing. This time we have a box of the newly released 2015 Core Set. So we're going to open this box up, see what kind of pulls we can get, and this time I did not pre-open the wrap, so we'll just open it here. And we'll see what cards that we can pull out of it. So, here's a little guide for drafting the set, and just from other different events going on at local stores. But yeah, we're gonna see what kind of pulls we can get. I'm gonna start off by showing the anatomy of a booster pack. So, if you're new to Magic, when you open up a booster, you'll get, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 common cards. You'll get 3 uncommons. This time we got Turn to Frog, First Response, and Rogue's Gloves, and then you'll get a rare, which this time happened to be a Chasm Skulker. So he's a 3 mana, 1/1. Whenever you draw a card, put a +1/+1 counter on him. And when it dies, put X 1/1 blue squid creature tokens onto the battlefield, where X is the number of +1/+1 counters on this creature. And then you'll get a land card and either a tip card or a token card. So from now on, we're just going to go through looking for the rares and also for any potential mythic rares. Those are cards that are a little bit harder to get, so we're going to be paying special attention to those. And also any foil cards that have a special shine finish to them. So we got a tip card, a swamp, and speaking of foils, we got a foil Into the Void, and a Fido Titan as our rare. 6 mana, 7/2. When it dies, return it to the battlefield tapped under its owner's control at the beginning of his or her next upkeep. Promo green rare. It was okay. And any notable uncommons? Not exactly, so we'll just put these off to the side. Alright, onwards to the next pack. We have another tip card, a Forest, and a Burning Anger as our rare. 5 mana enchantment aura, enchant creature. Enchanted creature has tapped. This creature deals damage equal to its power to target creature or player. It's alright. Devouring Light, noteworthy uncommon, has Convoke, exile target attacking or blocking creature. So we'll put him in a separate pile as well. So we'll put the other commons and uncommons there. And of course at the end of the video we will take a look at a summary of all the rares and things like that. We got a tip card, a Island, and a Cruel Sadist. So 1 black mana for a 1/1, 1 black tap, pay a life, put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. And then for 3 and tap, remove X +1/+1 counters from Cruel Sadist, and it deals X damage to target creature. I don't know how to feel about that card. It's... I don't know. We got Dissipate as an uncommon. Target or counter target spell, exile it instead of putting it into its owner's graveyard. Very good counter spell. I'm glad they reprinted it. Okay, next pack here. We got a Spirit Token. We got a Basic Mountain. And a Crucible of Fire. 4 mana enchantment. Dragon creatures you control get +3/+3. With Cons of Tarkir coming out, I'd have to imagine that would be seeing some sort of play. Maybe, but you never know. I mean, it needs cheap dragon spells to be good, because then you play your cheap dragons into Crucible of Fire, make them bigger dragons, and then you'll be able to stay for the late game to drop down your bigger dragons that Magic's well known for. Tip card, a Mountain, and Ob Nixilis Unshackled as our rare. 6 mana, 4/4 flyer with trample. Whenever an opponent searches his or her library, that player sacrifices a creature and loses 10 life. Whenever another creature dies, put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. very good in anything that's really looking to search their library. So a lot of EDH decks have the fetch lands that go and look for other basic land types. And then other than that, great for if you sacrifice your own creatures because it makes him bigger, giving him more +1/+1 counters. So EDH playable for sure. Standard playable, I'm not sure yet. If there's something that makes players search their libraries, then I would probably imagine so, but as it stands for now, I'm not too sure. We got a tip card, a basic mountain, and our first mythic Garruk Apex Predator. So he is a 7-mana planeswalker. He has 4 abilities. +1, destroy another target planeswalker. That's amazing. +1, put a 3/3 beast creature token with death touch onto the battlefield. -3, destroy target creature. You gain life equal to its toughness. And then -8, you get, or your target opponent gets an emblem with whenever a creature attacks you, it gets +5/+5 and gains trample until end of turn. This card, a lot of people are talking about, and for good reasons too. I'm going to see if he works in Standard. I don't know. For a big 7-drop, that's a lot of mana, but his abilities are relevant in the current Standard. There are a lot of planeswalkers running around, a lot of good creatures that could be destroyed. So we'll see how he does. I gotta test around with him. We got a tip card, Plains, and Avacyn, Guardian Angel. For 5 mana, you get a flying vigilant 5/4 angel. 2 mana, prevent all damage that will be dealt to another target creature this turn by sources of the color of your choice. 7 mana, prevent all damage that will be dealt to target player this turn by sources of the color of your choice. She doesn't protect herself, which is interesting. But EDH playable for sure, because you can prevent damage to other players, so it's kind of a group hug type of card, like, hey, if you can do this for me, I can prevent all damage to you this turn with Avacyn. So it's very political, very, group huggy. We got 2 very noteworthy uncommons this pack. Ensoul Artifact, for 2-mana enchantment, makes an artifact a 5/5 creature, which is very good, and Altic Bloodseeker, 2-mana 2/1, whenever a creature an opponent controls dies, it gets +2 and gains first strike. So another, what I think to be a very good uncommon, either just for draft or somehow in constructed might be able to see some play, but we'll have to see. That 1 toughness is a little interesting. I mean, it's 2 mana, so you can't expect too much, but, you know. Oh, this pack does not want to open. Okay. So we've got another tip card, a Swamp, and Stain the Mind. For 5 mana, it's a sorcerer with Convoke. Name a non-land card, search target player's graveyard, hand, and library for any number of cards with a chosen name, and then you exile those cards, and then they shuffle their library afterwards. Heat Ray, dealing X damage to target creature, very good. And Darksteel Citadel, the artifact land that can be made into a 4/4 indestructible trampler with Nissa Worldwaker, the green planeswalker of the set, which is a card I'm really hoping to pull from this box. But I can't complain because we got Garruk. So that's another good pull. We got a tip card, Basic Forest, and Mass Calcify. 7 mana sorcery, destroy all non-white creatures. Wrath effects are always relevant in different formats, so obviously that would be a decent card at least for 7 mana Wrath. Okay, next pack here we got a tip card, a basic island, and Preeminent Captain. I really like this card. He's a 3 mana 2/2 with first strike. Whenever he attacks, you may put a soldier creature card from your hand onto the battlefield tapped and attacking. There are a lot of soldiers from Theros block that are coming into Standard. Bramaz, King of Reskos, is a soldier. Sky Spear Cavalry is a soldier. There are a lot of different soldiers this guy can bring in to the battlefield. So I would keep my eye out for that guy. He seems like he'd be a very good card. Restock, noteworthy uncommon, 5 mana sorcery, or not sorcery, instant. Return 2 target cards from your graveyard to your hand, exile, restock. Very good card. And there goes the camera. I'll have to reset here. And I think that'll be good. Sorry about that, guys. Didn't mean to bump you there. Okay, next pack. Got a zombie token. We have a basic forest and a sliver hive as our rare. It's a land, taps for colorless mana, but can also tap for any color of any mana if you control a sliver. And then 5 mana tap, put a 1/1 colorless sliver creature token onto the battlefield. Activate this again if you only control another sliver. I think that'll, I don't know about standard play, because I don't know if slivers will be standard, playable. But, Wall of Essence is another good uncommon. EDH for sure, because any EDH sliver deck will want a land that can produce mana of any kind. So that was the first column. We're on the middle one now. So far, pretty good pulls. And we still have a lot of packs to go, so we'll see if we can pull any other Planeswalkers or Souls. Spirit Token, a basic island, and a Hornet Nest. 3 mana O2 Defender. When it's dealt damage, you put that many 1/1 green insect creature tokens with Death Touch and Flying onto the battlefield. I saw that at the pre-release with someone who was, doing effects that made target creatures fight. And he just made his Hornet Nest fight something big and got a whole bunch of 1/1 Death Touchers. So, that's apparently a thing. We got a Landmine token, a Mountain, and Aether Spouts, a very good card. Instant for 5 mana. Put each attacking creature, or for each attacking creature, its owner puts it onto the top or bottom of his or her library. Control card for sure. It'll probably see play. I'd have to imagine so anyways. I mean, they're losing Supreme Verdict as a Wrath effect, so, I mean, a 5 mana instant, essentially another Wrath for their side of the board anyways. Unless Khans has something else to offer control, I think that'll see play instead. The Garrick Emblem for our Garrick Planeswalker. Very nice. Foils Sacred Armory, so a artifact, and a Hushwing Griff, 3 mana 2/1 flyer, has flash so you can play it at any time. You give it an instant card, and creatures entering the battlefield don't cause abilities to trigger. Very relevant in EDH or any other types of formats. I know Heat Ray. People were talking about modern or legacy, usability with that card. We'll have to see. I don't play those formats. I only do standard and EDH. We got a Soldier token. We got a basic forest, and we have a Haunted Plate Mail. 4 mana. Artifact equipment. Equipped a creature gets +4/+4. For 0 mana, you can make him a 4/4 Spirit Artifact creature if you control no other creatures, and equips for 4. Very good artifact. Not too much going on for uncommons. At least I think. Hot Soup, people were talking about with Ensoul Artifact being a good combo. These packs, man. Another Landmine. Very nice. Another Plains. Oh my god. Another Garrick. Well, that definitely happened. Yeah. Tormod's Crypt. I think it's Tormod's Crypt. This is an artifact I think we'll see play against the Dredge decks or Reanimator decks, because exiling their graveyard essentially destroys any of those types of decks. But, yeah, that was 2 Garricks in a box. Pretty awesome, if you ask me. We got a 3/3 Beast token, a Swamp, and wait a second. Well, that was weird. Is this a foil? Yeah, I think it is. Just the lighting's bad. Foil Necromancer resistant. Where'd our foils go? I think right here. And a Waste Not as our rare. Sorry, guys. 2 mana enchantment. Whenever an opponent discards a creature, you put a 2/2 zombie creature token on the battlefield. Whenever they discard a land, you add 2 black mana to your mana pool. And when they discard a non-creature, non-land card, draw a card. Designed by the Magic community. Oh man, that double Garrick, though. It threw me off. Maybe we'll get a second emblem to go with them. I really hope that wasn't the only planeswalkers we pull in this box. That's going to be really greedy, but yeah, I wanted some other different planeswalkers too. But we got a soldier token, we have a forest, and we have a Mercurial Pretender. 5 mana clone. When you have this card enter the battlefield as a copy of any creature you control, except it gains 4 mana, return this creature to its owner's hand. What you want to copy, they can decide, ooh, I'm going to kill that creature before this enters the battlefield, so he comes in as an 0/0, and then just dies. So, that's no fun. Shrapnel Blast. 2 mana, sacrifice an artifact, deal 5 damage to creature or player. Very playable. People have been speculating about that card as well. There we go. But yeah, I wanted to pull a Johnny, Nisa, Jace. I'm trying to build a Super Friends deck, so I wanted those guys too, but I mean, you can't really complain with 2 Garricks. Tip card, Island, and a Llanowar Wastes, the black-green Painland. Very nice. That'll go nicely in my black-green Constellation Dredge deck. So, can't complain there either. Almost done with the second column. So far, this box has been pretty good. Let's see if we can get any more mythic rares here. We got another Spirit token, a Island, and a Goblin Rabble Master. 3 mana, 2/2. Other goblins, keyword other goblins. You control, attack each turn Fable. At the beginning of combat, you get a 1/1 red goblin creature token with haste, and then when it attacks, it gets +1 attack for each other attacking goblin. If you can give him First Strike or Trample or something relevant, he can get out of control very quickly. Another Ensoul Artifact. Very nice. Let's see what else we get. Alright, we have another soldier token, another mountain, and a Goblin Caboonist to go with all of our mine tokens that we've been getting. 2 mana, 1/2. At the beginning of your upkeep, put a colorless artifact token named Landmine on the battlefield. With red, sacrifice this artifact. It deals 2 damage to target attacking creature without flying. Then flip a coin. If you lose the flip, it deals 2 damage to itself. Very flavorful card. Probably won't see any play. I mean, it's just a nice card to have, you know, just in a collection. Yeah, it's like, oh, hey, here's another goblin I have. Okay, moving on here. Another tip card. Let's move some of these packs out of the way. We have a Swamp and a Siege Dragon as our rare 7 mana 5/5 flyer. When it enters the battlefield, destroy all walls your opponents control. When it ever attacks, if your opponents control no walls, it deals 2 damage to each creature without flying that player controls. I want to say that would be an answer to Elspeth and sort of like the red-green decks or Jund decks, but 7 mana is a lot. I mean, if you can ramp into it, then yeah, it's good, but then, I don't know, we'll have to see. I have it in my current red-green deck now, and I haven't seen much play for it. Tip card, Plains, and the Battlefield Forge, red-white Painland. Very nice. And Turn to Frog. Make it into any target creature into a 1/1 frog with no other abilities. Last column here, so we have another couple packs to go. Let's get some other goodies from here. We have a 3/3 Death Touching Beast token for our Garricks. We have a Plains, a foil Averus Amulet, a foil rare, 4 mana artifact equipment. Equipped a creature gets +2 and 0 and has vigilance. And at the beginning of your upkeep, draw a card. When it dies, target opponent gains control of this amulet. And it has equipped for 2. Very nice. And a Soul of Theros as our mythic rare, 6 mana, 6/6 with vigilance. For 6 mana, creatures you control get +2/+2 and gain first strike and lifelink until end of turn. And the same mana cost, 6, except you exile it from the graveyard to give it the same abilities. Very nice soul. And Johnny's Pridemate as another very nice uncommon. 2 mana, 2/2. Whenever you gain life, you can put a +1/+1 counter on a Johnny's Pridemate. Alright, let's see what else we got going on here. Another tip card, a island, a foil Undergrowth Scavenger, and Aggressive Mining as our rare. 4 mana enchantment, you can't play lands. Sacrifice the land, draw 2 cards, activate this ability only once each turn. Designed by the Minecraft people. Very flavorful, but not sure if it's very playable. Yeah. So I hope you're all enjoying this box opening. Hopefully we'll be uploading a fat pack here soon. I still have to go out and get one. Soldier Token, Mountain, and Chord of Calling. Very good card. Triple green and X for an instant with Convoke. Search your library for a creature card with converted mana cost X or less and put it onto the battlefield. Then shuffle your library. That'll be another Crypt. Very playable. A lot of people are saying standard playable. I'd have to assume so if it's being played in modern and EDH and all sorts of other different formats. But, yeah, very good card. Putting it directly on the battlefield helps a lot. A Treefolk Warrior token. Very nice. A island. And another... Oh, this is a foil Chasm Skulker. Very nice. I like that foiling on there, if you guys can tell. And a Genesis Hydra. Just the value just keeps coming in this box. It's a double green X plant Hydra with 0/0. It's a Genesis wave on a Hydra. So when you cast Genesis Hydra, reveal the top X cards of your library. You may put a non-land permanent card with converted mana cost X or less from among them onto the battlefield. Then shuffle the rest into your library. It enters the battlefield with X +1/+1 counters on it. Again, being able to put cards directly into play is a very nice ability. And Illusionary Angel is a 3 mana 4/4 flyer. Can only be played if you've cast another spell this turn. Combos very nicely with this card as a 0 casting cost card. So that happens. Alright, let's see what else we can pull. I have a tip card, a Plains, and a Yavimaya Coast, the green-blue Painland. Very nice. Always looking for those Painland. And the most talked about uncommon at my local card shop tonight was Back to Nature. 2 mana instant, destroy all enchantments. This card is going to destroy Constellation decks, because it essentially acts as a 2 mana board wipe in green against Constellation. So be on the lookout for that card being in standard, because people are talking about it, they are excited about it, it's going to happen. Tip card, a Swamp, a foil Leeching Sliver, very nice. And Spectral Ward, 5 mana enchantment aura, enchant creature. It gets +2/+2 and it has protection from all colors. This protection does not remove auras. Very nice card. I like that one a lot, actually. If it wasn't 5 mana, I think it'd be seeing standard play, but I mean, we are in a standard environment with Hero of Iroas reducing the cast of auras, so you never know. Just don't know if people are going to be crazy enough to try and play that card with it. A Death-Touching Insect to go with our Hornet's Nest. A Forced And in Garrick's Wake, 9 mana sorcery, destroy all creatures you don't control and all planeswalkers you don't control. Don't know how much that one's going to be played. I keep referencing back to EDH because I play EDH a lot. That's a very powerful card in EDH, being able to destroy all creatures and all planeswalkers, because there can be up to like 4 players, 3 other ones against you, and you know, being able to destroy. It's a board wipe that's not going to kill all of your stuff. Very nice. Another insect token, a Plains, and Jalira Master Polymorphist as our rare 4 mana, a legendary human, 2/2. For 3 mana tap it, sacrifice another creature, reveal cards from the top of your library until you reveal a non-legendary creature card. Put that card onto the battlefield and the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. Very nice card. Stoke the Flames is a 4 mana instant with Convokes. It deals 4 damage to a target creature player. Very nice uncommon. Another Restock, and a Darksteel Citadel. All very good uncommons. I think we have a little bit issues here with our foils and uncommons. I'm going to go through really quick and just reorganize things here. Lands. And these are our foils, I believe, yes. Alright, so we have 4 packs left. Let's see if we can pull any other planeswalkers, any other souls, any other value cards. Alright, let's open this pack. Get mine now. There we go. Okay. Another 3/3 beast token, a swamp, and Nissa Worldwaker. This box just got amazing, if it already wasn't. 5 mana planeswalker, 3 loyalty, +1 target land you control becomes a 4/4 elemental creature with trample. It's still a land. +1, untap up to 4 target forest. -7, search your library for any number of basic land cards, put them onto the battlefield, then shuffle your library. Those lands become 4/4 elemental creature tokens with trample. They're still lands. This does not say until end of turn. They are permanently 4/4 land or creatures with trample. This is an amazing card. Mono green for sure. Anything running green might want to consider her in their deck. Reclamation Sage as a uncommon 3 mana 2/1, enters the battlefield, destroy target artifact or enchantment. People are saying that'll see some play in some formats. 3 packs left. We have another tip card, another forest, a foil Raise the Alarm, very nice, and a Scuttling Doom Engine, 6 mana 6/6. It can't be blocked by a creature with power 2 or less. When it dies, it deals 6 damage to target opponent. So people are talking about a combination with that and let's see if we can pull it here. No, the Shrapnel Blast deals 6 damage. Sacrifice it to Shrapnel Blast, and then deal another 6 damage. That could be a thing. We'll have to see, though. Another tip card, a Mountain of Foil Swamp, and Life's Legacy as our rare. Very interesting card. 2 mana sorcery. As an additional cost to cast Life's Legacy, sacrifice a creature. Draw cards equal to the sacrificed creature's power. They can't kill the creature you're sacrificing because it's in a part of its cost, which is nice. The only way to stop that is to counter it. So, another Devouring Light, very nice. I'm going to see if I can play with that deck and see what kind of interactions and how many cards I can draw off of it. So last pack here. Hope you all enjoyed this out-of-this-world booster box of M15. Leave your comments below on what you thought of it and what cards you're liking out of the set. We have a Spirit Token, a Basic Plains, and a Grind Clock to finish things off. A 2 mana artifact. Tap to put a charge counter on it. Tap again to make a player discard the top X cards of their library, where X is the number of charge counters on Grind Clock. So, that is the booster box. I hope you all enjoyed. Let's go over our foils and rares and potentially uncommons. We have a Foil Swamp, Raise the Alarm, Chasm Skulker, Undergrowth Scavenger. I don't know how that island got on there. Averus Amulet, Necromancer's Assistant. Is this a foil? Yes, it is a foil. I keep thinking that's not. Sacred Armory, Into the Void, and a Leeching Sliver. Notable uncommons. We have 2 Devouring Lights, Reclamation Sage, a couple Darksteel Citadels, Restock, Stoke the Flames, Back to Nature, Illusionary Angel, Torment's Crypt, a Giant's Pridemate, Turn to Frog. I think we got 2 of these. I missed one. 2 Install Artifacts, Shrapnel Blast, Heat Ray, Wall of Essence, there's another Restock, Altic, Bloodseeker, and to Dissipate. And then finally, for our rares, we have a Grind Clock, a Life's Legacy, Scuttling Doom Engine, Nisa Worldwager, a Jalera Master Polymorphist, Ingarrick's Wake, Spectral Ward, Yavimaya Coast, Genesis Hydra, Chord of Calling, Aggressive Mining, Soul of Theros, Battlefield Forge, Siege Dragon, Goblin Kaboomist, Goblin Rabblemaster, Llanowar Wastes, Mercurial Pretender, Waste Not, Garrick Apex Predator, Haunted Plate Mail, Hushwing Griff, Aether Spouts, Hornet Nest, Sliver Hive, Preeminent Captain, Mass Calcify, Stained the Mind, Avacyn Guardian Angel, another Garrick Apex Predator, Ob Nixilis Unshackled, Crucible of Fire, Cruel Sadist, Burning Anger, Phyto-Titan, and Chasm Skulker. So I want to thank you all for watching this booster box opening. Let me know what you guys thought about it and what your thoughts are on M15 as a whole. And other than that, guys, I'll talk to you all soon. Peace out, and as always, have a great day.